Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to Gex Enter the Gecko, known as Gex 64 Enter the Gecko on the N64, and simply Gex Enter the Gecko on the PlayStation. This is going to be a dual coverage project, because I'm going to be playing mainstream on the N64 version, because that actually looks way better emulated. However, whenever coming up with some PlayStation exclusive content, I will switch to that version to also cover those stages. But for now, we just got started. Our good old friend Raz has returned, taking over the media dimension, and we are once again collecting remotes, trying to reach him. However, we are doing it in a 3D environment this time around. Gex is no longer a 2D platformer, it is a 3D platformer. Let's continue with Out of Toon, the first world we were trying to cover in the previous episode, but we still had one more mission to do. Whack the 5 purple mushrooms. You might have noticed them the first time we were here. And now we know they are actually part of a mission. We can actually find 5 of them in this first room, and we need to whack all of them in order to complete the mission. It is interesting though how in the first world you actually go to the last room first, in the first mission, the second one taking place in the second room, and the third mission taking place in the first room. In all honesty, I would have done it the other way around. But it is what it is. Oh, and the red mushrooms actually don't count, as you can see. It really is just the purple mushrooms that count whenever dealing with this mission. In fact, one of them is up here, a location we have not even seen yet. No real reason to go here when you're not hunting for 5 mushrooms. There we are. Good use of your tongue, Gex. There's also one up here, so let's pick you up. Already at 12 when it comes to that. Third purple mushroom. The fourth one we can actually see all the way up there. Already passed that the moment we were after the hidden silver remote. I'm pretty sure I even whacked it then. But here you are at least. And the final one should be over there. Let's go grab some carrots, because I see I'm close to a 1-up, so...
Look, I just wanted the gift shop and the bathroom.
Don't be so rude! Flowers should be forbidden to hold hammers. Luckily in real world that is not a possibility. But who cares about the real world if you're able to live in a cartoon world? Let's go! Out of Toon is completed. 3 out of 3 red remotes, and also both of the silver ones have been gotten. This stage is completed. And remember, we needed 3 red remotes in order to unlock the first boss stage, Gilligex Isle. That, because of us clearing the first level entirely, also unlocks right now. So we're pretty much able to go to the second phase of this game already. The first boss can be taken care of. Of course, I'm not going to do that. It's a 100% let's play. Whoever told you we were done with the first area? Because if we go to the right over here, we can actually find Smellraiser. There is another world here. You're not forced to play Out of Toon first. This one you can also play. The first appearance of Scream TV. The horror-themed levels of this game. Interesting how in the first Gex game this was actually the first world. The horror-themed world. Here it is the second one. And a fair warning though, be prepared to actually get used to the aesthetic of Scream TV a lot, because it's the most common of all of the level themes in this game. Let's get started with the first one, Smellraiser. Obvious word pun on Hellraiser, but I don't have to state the obvious. Let's go for the first mission, Survive the Haunted Mansion. This one is just go all the way to the end of the stage, similar to the first world. Welcome to the first horror-themed stage in this game. We can actually choose to take a shortcut over here, because we can climb these ledges in order to get to the door immediately. However, there's no fun in doing that. Let's go climb the normal way first. In the meantime, also grab along the collectibles, because of course this level is also going to have them. No more carrots this time around. It's a little bit less cute, obviously, because of the different theming. We're collecting skulls now. But the principle remains the same. We need 30 of them in order to progress to the next collectible. Let's move on to the second room. Pumpkin guy can easily be taken care of. He drops 3 collectibles, so bring that along. Okay, this is here to tell us that this is the kind of wall that we can climb. However, we first want to step on this table over here. Because as you can see, it's not very surprisingly haunted and it will start moving upward. Taking us to another circle of skulls. Already bring us really close to the 30. And also bring us to a new type of bug, a red one. Comparable to the first Gex game, this is actually a fire bug. If we swallow this little fellow, we get temporal fire powers. First, let's grab the last couple of you and upgrade our collectible to tombstones. Because why not? Fire Gex in this game can actually make use of a fire move. As you can see, if we start swinging our tail, we can actually get a bar of fire to move upwards, which can be used as an attack. It also speeds us up. We move a lot faster if we're Fire Gex. And we're invincible, because this wall here is trying to eat us. But in this form, we can prove that we are invulnerable at the moment. The only downside on Fire Gex is the fact that it's only temporal. It is, of course, not very surprising. Something that runs out at some point. Okay, before moving upwards, let's grab a couple of tombstones here. Ow! Be careful whenever jumping towards walls, because that can happen. Gex can actually knock himself into walls in this game. Don't stand on the chandeliers for too long, because they can actually drop. Get after them immediately. Okay, this is pretty horrid. There's a blood cooler here. Oh, and it shows a 1 the moment we kick it. So apparently that is part of a mission. Step into the light. Well, the game actually bothers to create an entire cutscene for it, so it's gotta be important. I'll talk about what that means in a minute. Let's first grab all of the collectibles here. Oh, some health here. And I'm full health, so I'm going to keep it along with me. Giving me a 5th hit, pretty much. Did explain that last time, so... Oh, there's one up here. Also would like to have that, actually. This is actually what Sign was talking about, step into the light. The moment we're inside of the light, these guys actually won't bother us. As you can see, it will turn green, and these guys will stay away from us. But if we're not in the light, it will turn red, and these guys will come for us. That's pretty much how that works. Okay, this brings us to 40. And our final collectible has turned into Halloween, it seems. But of course, we need 50 of those, so... Still need to be on the lookout for those things. We're nearing the end of the mansion, so... Hopefully I'm actually able to get enough of them. I did skip a couple, but I should still be able to reach it. I know the second to last room actually has a lot of them, so... Let's get out of this flooded bathroom. This room actually has a lot of collectibles, so... If you're still pretty far off, you should be able to reach it here. $31. 35. The fire-breathing skull is not so much a problem, just wait until he runs out, and then you can get in. Hey there, Freddy, how are you doing today? Ow! There goes my extra hit. But it does prove how that actually works. As you can see, the bug got knocked out of me, but I still have all 4 of my hits. That is the way you can actually play around with the extra hit, by not swallowing the bug. Of course, only practical if you have full health. Otherwise it practically won't do anything. Okay, big door. A dead end it seems. Couple of paintings hanging around here. An off switch. Weird. But it's a dead end, so apparently we don't need to go here. Let's go over here and find this is the end of the mansion. Don't really have to bother collecting these masks anymore, but still. There is one thing I can collect, namely a 1-up that is up here. And also take note on the fact that there's actually a blood cooler here. But besides that, we were after this first mission at first. Also in the meantime got the first silver remote for collecting all of the collectibles here. And our first trip in the Haunted Mansion has been cleared. And getting 3 silver remotes actually unlocks the first bonus stage in this game. And that is the use for the silver remotes. Now that we have 3 of them, the first bonus stage actually unlocks. Unlike the boss stages, you can't actually see how many you need in order to unlock them because they're invisible. They only appear once they unlock. But they are definitely also a thing. I'll be taking a look at that in a minute once we're done with Smellraiser. For now, I'd like to finish off the world first before we start tackling the bonus level. But I think I'm able to do it today as well. There's still plenty of time in this video, so I'll wait until clearing the bonus for now. Let's move on in Smellraiser. Second mission is smash 5 blood coolers, as you can see. We've been seeing a couple of them throughout the mansion. And now we know we need to smash them all.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, you already said that the first time. Let's go see if we can find all of them. I'm pretty sure we saw 3 of them the first time through. Ow. Really hate the wall interaction physics in this game, if I need to be honest. Never really been the biggest fan of that. I always manage to jump into walls a lot in this game. We saw the first time through, the first blood cooler is actually right over here. Near the firebug. Bam, that's one. Let's bring you along as well, because why not? Makes us faster and makes us invincible, so you would be stupid not to. Oh, come on! Firebug does not make you immune to wall clipping. Here's number 2. It's actually the first one we saw last time, or at least the first one we smashed. We did see the other one. I just didn't smash it. Third one is actually in this room. Pretty near the TV that's going to activate the moment all 5 of them have been smashed. And therefore I'm able to skip it. Let's go to the end of the mansion first. We'll be back here anyway, so let's go pick up that final one first. And oh yeah, if you step into water, the firebug also runs out, as you can see. Because the timer wasn't finished yet. It was almost finished because the ticking was going faster. But it wasn't finished yet. It was the water that actually made it run out. So if you'd like to save your invincibility, stay out of the water. This one is a little bit tedious. But still, we know where it is. We need to go all the way to the end of the mansion in order to find this one. Number 3. Thank you, my friend. 19 one-ups already. Going fine. What's also going fine is our mission, because we still need to do 2 more. But both of them are on the way back. This one can be especially tricky, because this one actually appears behind the door the moment you enter it. And therefore you can't see it. But coming from this way, it's pretty easy to spot. And the final one is right. Of course, 1-up. Not going to complain, still. Like I was trying to say, the final one is right next to the TV screen. That one's really easy to get for that reason. Mission 2 has been cleared. We smashed 5 blood coolers and we didn't even ask why they were there. Not asking any questions here, I'm just doing my job. They did pay me a lot of money to go into the media dimension again. How do you think this little gecko actually pays for his cable? Still 1 more mission to do in here.
Licking my way to the top.
And this is actually the most mysterious one. We need to ride the haunted elevator. And the hint screen is not going to be too clear on what we need to do here, because it's going to show off a room that has the hidden silver remote. And of course the TV screen, but does not show off where it is. This is a puzzle that we need to solve. We need to find out what we need to do. As you may remember, there was actually 1 room where we couldn't do anything. The Mona Lisa room, where the paintings were. And the off switch. That is actually going to be involved. And let's jump correctly. Just take note on the fact that there's momentum in this game, so if you don't get a head start, your jumps will be a little bit less far. And if you do have a head start, you have a bigger chance of actually running into walls again. My favorite pastime thing to do in this game. Bumping into walls. Let that be obvious. Okay, we are here. This is actually the place where we want to be first. There is a bookshelf here. And the fact that it is here is suspicious on its own, you might say. And that is because suspicion is written all over it indeed. And this bookshelf can be pushed, giving us access to a secret room. At least if the camera allows us in here. There is a switch here, and that turns the mysterious Mona Lisa switch on. It turns it on. Why do I love sentences like that? So you can imagine, unlike last time we were in there, this time we can actually do something in that room. So let's make our way there. We're getting as many one-ups in the meantime as we can. We know where it is, so that's not going to be a problem.
Don't take career advice from Joe Piscopo.
That's a pretty useless thing to say, Gex. I'm pretty sure nobody ever took career advice from him. He would be very stupid to do so. 1 up. 22. Ow, I got eaten by a wall. Don't you dare eat little lizards. That's not something you should be doing. We are here. Here's the double door that actually led to the mysterious hallway. But now that the switch is actually on, something will happen. As the mission name says, we are actually riding a mysterious elevator, bringing us down 1 floor. And it also shows the true nature of all of these paintings. I always knew that was your true look, Mona. This is actually a skeleton. We already pretty much saw that the first time through. And you're also not that special. I actually wouldn't be surprised if this guy is actually modeled after the manager of Crystal Dynamics. But anyway, we are here. As you can see, the final TV screen. But we were paying attention in the intro cutscene. We saw that this room also has a silver remote hidden down here. Thank you. That is number 4. I'm pretty sure that does not unlock the next bonus stage already, but it might actually. But I think the next one actually requires 5 or 6 of them, so. But at least we have the first bonus to take care of. Let's finish this stage so we can take care of that also in this episode. Say goodbye to Smellraiser. And this was it. 3 remotes and 2 silver ones. And indeed, nothing new unlocks. 6 red remotes and 4 silver ones is apparently not enough for the next new bonus. But we do still have the first one, which is going to give us our first golden remote in this game. Aztec 2-step is the first bonus. Collect the gems in time. Bonus stages are going to work a little bit differently. Allow me to show you off.
Yeah, hit your pedal to the middle, catch your 10-10 on the side.
Oh, Gex, you look so cute in Indiana Jones costume. But anyway, this is bonus Bonanza, and this is how it works. As you can see, we have a main collectible, in this case gems, and we need to collect 50 of them in a certain time limit. Because unlike regular stages, as you can see, we have a time limit this time around. And this first bonus stage is actually set on 3 minutes. And in that time we need to find 50 gems and get our way to the golden remote that spawns. In the first room we need to make sure we step on all of these pressure switches. Only once all of them are pressed, the door will open. But of course we don't want to leave the first room until we have all of the gems. This is not a matter of collecting 50 gems, it's a matter of collecting all of the gems. There's actually exactly 50 in here, so you don't want to skip a single one of them. But at least once you have 25 of them in the first room, let's go to the second one. Something similar here, some pressure switches. These ones actually open up these doors to the side. Having some more gems. This gives me a deja vu feeling actually to Croc Legend of the Gobos, where I also struggled calling the crystals gems and the other way around. But this time we are dealing with gems and not crystals. Oh, what is it with me and 3D platformers where reptiles are actually the main protagonists? There should be more of them, let's be honest. Let's get up here. Nothing up here, but you can actually go up there if you would want. Okay, 4 left. You should be in here. I do really like how all of these doors actually open a separate way. Interesting. But at least all of the gems have been gotten. But like I promised, that is not everything. The golden remote will spawn once all of the collectibles are gotten in a bonus stage. But the timer will still continue. We also need to finish the stage in the time limit. Thank you, camera.
Forget about it.
Okay, got control again, so let's go. Down here is our prize. This ancient Aztec temple has been taken care of. Let's karate jump into the remote. Oh, anti-climax. Sorry folks, bonus Bonanza has been completed. While I've been busy proving myself to be one big doofus. That was our first golden remote in this game, gotten through a bonus stage. However, there are more ways to get golden remotes. We might be able to take a look at that next time, because the boss stage is of course unlocked, also giving us a golden remote. Well, that will be for next time. There might even be something else we need to do here. No spoilers. So, see you folks next time. And Treecks out!